Some cars are built with so much tech and complexity, fixing them costs a small fortune. In this video, we reveal 10 over-engineered models that look amazing until the repair bills hit. One even needs the engine pulled out for a simple tune-up. Number 10. Jaguar XJ X351, 2010 to 2019. The Jaguar XJ is pure seduction on wheels. Produced from 2010 to 2019, its gorgeous modern design, posh interior, and that legendary badge make used ones incredibly tempting, with some examples falling into the $15,000 range. When new, it had a starting MSRP of over $72,000. With supercharged V6 and V8 options, offering between 340 and 542 horsepower, it's got the muscle to back up its looks. But that love affair can end very, very suddenly. The weak spot? For some earlier 5-liter V8 and 3-liter V6 models, it's a known risk with the timing chain guides and tensioners. A rattle on a cold start is your one and only warning before you're staring down a massive engine repair. The cooling systems are another sore spot, with plastic pipes that love to crack and water pumps that fail early. Even that sleek aluminum body, while light, requires a specialist shop for collision repairs, driving up costs. While Jaguar's brand-wide 10-year maintenance cost is estimated at a hefty $15,662, a major failure on an XJ could blow past that number in a heartbeat. But if you think that's complex, wait until you see the German tech powerhouse that comes with its own unique set of financial traps. Number 9. Audi A8 D4, 2010-2017. D5, 2017, present. Next up is the Audi A8. As Audi's flagship, the A8 is a tech lover's paradise, all wrapped in a sophisticated aluminum space frame. While new models command a six-figure price tag, a D4 generation model can be found for an average price of around $30,000. For a fraction of what it costs new, you get Quattro all-wheel drive and a ride so smooth it feels like you're floating on air. But that floating feeling is also your first red flag. The A8's standard adaptive air suspension is a well-known failure point. It often starts with one corner of the car sagging, but a dead compressor or a leaky air strut can quickly spiral into a multi-thousand-dollar repair. And it doesn't stop there. On the powerful 4-liter twin-turbo V8, a known weak spot is a small oil filter screen in the turbo supply lines that can get clogged. This can starve the turbos of oil, leading to catastrophic failure. The good news? Audi issued service bulletins and updated parts to fix this, so proper maintenance is everything. But what happens when you trade German precision for Italian passion? The next car on our list brings a whole new level of exotic engineering and exotic repair bills. Number 8. Maserati Quattroporte M156, 2013 present. The name alone, Maserati Quattroporte, just sounds expensive and cool. It brings up images of Italian passion, incredible style, and that glorious sound from an engine with serious Ferrari DNA. The M156 generation, built from 2013 on, had an original starting price of over $100,000 and now has an average used price of around $28,000. It offers thrilling twin-turbo V6 and V8 engines that make it a true exotic. But that Italian exclusivity comes at a price. The catch here is a mix of insane complexity and parts that are hard to find. The engines have a strong Ferrari connection. The 3-liter V8 is assembled by Ferrari, while the 3-liter V6 was designed by them in Maranello for Maserati. They require specialist knowledge for even basic service. Owners report issues with turbos, oil leaks, and an absolute swarm of electrical gremlins. When something breaks, parts are both pricey and slow to arrive. A failing infotainment screen can cost over $2,000, and a turbo replacement could easily be double that. Speaking of performance, our next car proves you can have family-friendly space with a sports car soul, but that brilliant engineering comes at a brutal cost. Number 7. Porsche Panamera to 970, 2010 to 2016 to 971, 2017 to 2023. The Porsche Panamera is the four-door sports car that proved you could have Porsche performance with room for the family. A first-generation 2012 Panamera S, for example, had an original MSRP of about $90,300. It came with a 4.8-liter V8 making 400 horsepower, getting it to 60 miles per hour in around 5 seconds. Today, a used first-generation model can often be found for under $30,000. It's an engineering masterpiece with a lightning-fast PDK transmission and active suspension systems that make it handle like a car half its size. Unfortunately, that brilliant engineering is what can send your bank account into a nosedive. The air suspension, a recurring theme on this list, is a known weak spot. Leaks can cause the car to sag, and a full system repair is brutally expensive, with some owners reporting dealer quotes between $5,000 and $7,000 for the job. And the PDK transmission? It's fantastic, but if the mechatronic unit fails, a dealership might quote you a terrifying number, sometimes over $15,000. It's important to know that independent specialists can often rebuild these units for a fraction of that cost, but it's still a massive potential expense. But our next car ditches the complex engine entirely for a silent electric powertrain. Don't be fooled though. Its biggest potential failure is one of the most expensive on our entire list. Number 6. Tesla Model S, 2012 present. The Tesla Model S completely changed the car world. It delivered insane acceleration, a futuristic interior, and let you say goodbye to gas stations. Take a 2011 Model S 85. New, it started around $80,000, offering 380 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of just over 5 seconds. Used models are more affordable than ever, with early examples available for under $20,000. But they come with a unique, high-stakes risk. Here's the twist. It's not the routine maintenance. In fact, Tesla has one of the lowest average 10-year maintenance costs as a brand. The betrayal comes from the astronomical cost of out-of-warranty failures on its biggest components. The high-voltage battery is the elephant in the room. If it dies outside of its 8-year warranty, you could be looking at a bill anywhere from $12,000 to over $22,000. Other pricey issues include drive unit failures and air suspension problems. On older cars, the pop-out door handles and main computer unit can fail, costing thousands to fix. From futuristic tech to a classic German powerhouse, our next car is famous for being the ultimate driving machine. But one of its most popular engines earned a reputation for cooking itself from the inside out. Number 5. BMW 7 Series G11, 2015 to 2022. The BMW 7 Series has always been the ultimate driving machine of the luxury world, showcasing BMW's absolute latest tech. A used F01 7 Series offers a staggering amount of car for the money, with an original starting price of around $74,000. The F01 generation was produced from 2008 to 2015, followed by the G11 from 2015 to 2022. The problem is, you're also buying a staggering amount of complexity. The main culprit on some earlier F01 models was the notorious N63 V8 engine, a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8. Its hot V design with the turbos nestled inside the V of the engine generated so much heat that it would cook seals and gaskets, leading to constant oil and coolant leaks. To be fair, BMW did roll out a customer care package and later improved the engine, but a neglected early model can still be a world of hurt. With BMW's brand-wide 10-year maintenance cost estimated at nearly $16,000, you can bet the 7 Series is a big reason why. But if the 7 Series is a complex sedan, our next vehicle is a military-grade icon turned celebrity status symbol, and it has the tank-like running costs to match. Number 4. Mercedes-AMG G-Class W463, 1990 to 2018. The Mercedes G-Class, especially the wild AMG G63, is an absolute icon. A 2015 G63, for instance, started at an MSRP of over $138,000. For that price, you got a hand-built 5.5-liter twin-turbo V8 pumping out 536 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque, enough to launch the 5,600-pound box from 0 to 60 in just 5.3 seconds. Even used examples today command high prices, often well over $70,000. But the G-Wagon is a tank, and it has the running costs to match. Its immense weight is brutal on brakes and suspension bushings, which wear out much faster than you'd think. While its 3 locking differentials are legendary, a failure there is a rare but wallet-destroying event. More common headaches come from the complex electronics and keeping that hand-built high-strung V8 happy and leak-free. This isn't just a car. It's a very expensive, very boxy commitment. But as imposing as the G-Wagon is, our next car has been the undisputed king of automotive technology for decades. And all that bleeding-edge tech is exactly what can bleed your wallet dry. Number 3. Mercedes-Benz S-Class W222, 2013 to 2020. For decades, the S-Class has been the undisputed king of car tech. A prime example is the 2014 S550, which had an original starting price of around $93,000. It featured a 4.6-liter twin-turbo V8 with 449 horsepower, delivering a silky smooth ride thanks to its airmatic suspension. Today, you can find one for an average price of around $36,000. But all that bleeding-edge tech is what can bleed your wallet dry. The famous airmatic system is brilliant until it breaks. A single replacement air strut at a dealer can cost over $1,500. And if the whole system goes, you could be looking at a bill over $5,000. However, a good independent shop using quality aftermarket parts can often cut that repair cost significantly. Still, the S-Class, with its range of V6, V8, and even V12 engines, is a web of electronic modules, and finding a single glitch can be a time-consuming and expensive treasure hunt. But if the S-Class is the king of sedans, our number 2 pick is the king of luxury SUVs, with a notoriously fragile reputation that every potential owner needs to know about. Number 2. Land Rover Range Rover L405, 2012 to 2021. The Range Rover is the king of luxury SUVs. The L405 generation, sold from 2012 to 2021, looks like a deal. A 2013 HSE model, for example, started at about $82,650 and came with a 5-liter V8 making 375 horsepower. Early models can now be found for around $24,000. That's a steep drop, but there's a reason. As many owners will tell you, that dream can turn into a nightmare real fast. Land Rover has a reputation, consistently ranking near the top for the highest repair costs. The L405's air suspension system is famously fragile, with replacement costs for a single air spring potentially exceeding $1,500 at a shop. Beyond the mechanicals, these SUVs are known for baffling electrical gremlins and even had a recall on some models for door latches that might not stay latched, which is not ideal. But even the Range Rover's infamous issues pale in comparison to our number one spot. This is the car that combines top-tier German complexity with low-volume British exotic costs, creating the ultimate financial time bomb. Number 1. Bentley Continental GT, 2nd Gen, 2011 to 2018. And here it is at number 1. The car that perfectly captures the essence of glorious over-engineering and terrifying repair costs. The Bentley Continental GT. For what seems like a surprisingly reasonable price used, with an average around $94,000, you get a hand-built British icon with incredible road presence. That's quite a discount from its original price, which could be well over $200,000. It has the earth-moving power of a twin-turbo V8 or the legendary 6-liter W12 engine. The second generation was produced from 2011 to 2018. The betrayal of the Continental GT is that it combines the complexity of a top-tier German flagship with the parts and labor costs of a low-volume exotic brand. The data proves it. Bentley has the highest average 10-year maintenance cost of any brand, at an absolutely staggering $36,522. The incredible W12 engine is so tightly packed that some basic repairs require pulling the entire engine out. An oil change can cost over $500, and if the car has the optional carbon ceramic brakes, a full brake job can easily soar past $5,000. This is the ultimate example of a car where the purchase price is really just the down payment. If you think these over-engineered cars are bad, wait until you see the EV disasters that make Tesla look perfect. In our previous video, 10 worst electric cars that make Tesla look perfect, we reveal the models plagued with recalls, failures, and shocking safety issues. Tap the link now before you buy your next electric.